One of the greatest benefits of LinkedIn is how quickly and efficiently you can create a powerful professional network. LinkedIn is different than other social media platforms in that it's meant as a way to connect with people on a more professional level. Connecting with people on LinkedIn is very much about you get what you give. If you connect and add value to your networks, expect to see the same come back to you. Now, there are several different ways that you can find connections on LinkedIn. The first is if you know someone specifically that you want to add. You can search for them up here in the search bar. In this example, Jaden met someone at a conference who she wants to connect with on LinkedIn. I'll click in the search bar here and type in his name. It's Jason Dolio, and I'll go ahead and click on his account. Now, this is Jason's account, and in order to connect with him, I can simply click on the blue Connect button. Now, you may not see this button on everyone's account, and that is because you have the ability to customize who can connect with you. Now, it's not the point of this video, but I'm going to show you that real quickly because it can be confusing. Up here at the top, if you go to Settings and Privacy, and then over to Communications, you'll see here that there is one for Invitations to Connect. Choose who can connect with you. You can leave that at Everyone on LinkedIn, only people who know your email address or appear in your contacts list, or only people in your contacts list. I want to keep it here on Everyone. And if it is, then anyone on LinkedIn will be able to send you that connection request. So in order to connect with Jason, I'll click on Connect, and then it brings up this pop-up. And here, I want to make note of a power tip for LinkedIn. And that is, when you're connecting with someone, don't just click on the Send Now button. If you do, it will send them a connection request, but you have the ability to add a note, and I highly suggest doing that. I'm going to click on Add a Note, and here I'll type it in. So here I typed in, "Hello Jason, it was nice to meet you at the conference last week. I'd love to connect on LinkedIn." And when I'm done, I'll click Send Invitation. So adding a note is, in my opinion, really important. I'm amazed at the number of people who send connection requests without really saying why they want to connect. If you add a note, you'll find that a much higher percentage of people will accept those connection requests. Now, I want to point out a second way that you can find people to connect with. LinkedIn does a great job of recommending people who they believe you'd like to connect with based on where you work, what you do, where you went to school, your interests, and more. So periodically on LinkedIn, you'll see these things that say people you may know, and then you have the ability to go in and connect with them if it's someone that you think it would be beneficial to connect with. And I've found over time that these are really strong recommendations. Now, another way that you can add people is to go up here to your Network tab. Click on that. On this page, you can go down, and it says here, Add Personal Contacts. We'll periodically import and store your contacts to help you and others connect. So this is a way to add your email address, import your contacts, and then find out who is on LinkedIn and send a connection request to connect with them. So in here, I could click on Continue after entering in that email address. It will then ask you to connect your email. Once you do this, it will import your contacts and allow you to connect with them on LinkedIn. If you want to read more about the privacy policy related to this, you can see the different links inside of here. I'm going to close this out for now and click here on the bottom on More Options. And when I do that, it gives you a few more. You can sync your contacts from a number of different ways. If you have Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, AOL, you can even send invites by email or upload a file. So if you have like a CSV file of people that you'd like to connect to, you can also upload that. So that is how you can find and add connections on LinkedIn. If you go up to the My Network button again, you'll see here that pending invitations. And right now, I don't have any that were sent to me, but if I click on Manage, I can go to Sent and see any of them that I've sent out. So here's the one that I just sent to Jason Dolio. And if I don't want this anymore, I can simply go on Withdraw, and it will withdraw that connection request. One final note that I want to make about connections is to consider what your game plan will be. Some people are open connectors, meaning they'll connect to just about anyone who sends them a request. Other people have a rule about wanting to only connect with people who they're personally close to and know. This really comes down to your preference and what feels right for you. Now, over time, you'll continuously receive invitations to connect, and you'll have to decide who you want to connect with and who you don't. Take a look at your network. Think about the goals that you have for using LinkedIn and decide what feels right in terms of making those connections.